So on this note, it is important that we understand the place of mantle and the reason for title. Yes, because I came to discover and to understand that one can be titled but yet not mantled. That's right. So it is not as though you have a title that gives you the accreditation of the mantle, because a title that has not been mantled will definitely face a battle, and the side effect of that man is that he will be trampled upon, because when tested he will be found wanted. When tested through time. So it is not to undergo a school where you work your way to a position and then you are given a title. They call you pastor, they call you evangelist, but the grace is lacking. And for those that have the grace and didn't go through that process and yet are doing well, they should not be talked about. They should not be mocked. That where did they study? Which school did they go to? Which Bible class have they attended? Who fathered them? Who anointed them? In as much as all those things are good, but I prove to you by scriptures that is not the original manuscript to make up an evangelist, to make up an apostle, because the Bible clearly said that he gave unto some apostles. He, not man. He gave unto some apostles. He gave unto some prophets. He gave unto some evangelists. He gave unto some pastors and teachers for the edification of the church. So the purpose of these titles is that by reason of the seat of authority, they can confer a mantle for a generation. So if there is a title without a mantle, there is a lost battle. Hallelujah. Kaya Farahapana. Hallelujah. Matameriata Vasata. Hallelujah. Leto Brohondas. Aya. Hallelujah. I want to show us on the record. Berada Vakavatina Hatas Rando Zatala. Now this is about Jeremiah. Now it says in Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5. He says, before I formed thee in the belly, he says, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, he said, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. The aim is that a generation can be saved by the emergence of one called and handpicked by God. So it clearly tells us that until a man is handpicked by Yeshua himself, all he's doing is activity and not service. Intimacy is not organization without agonizing. Organizing without agonizing. That is what we have today in our churches. Big names, but no service. And when one with service arise, they begin to question his origin of rising. They begin to question his status quo. They begin to question where he emerged from. But we are born from the cave of Dulam. We are born from the bellies of Yeshua. We are born from the mountaintops. We are not like the Pharisees and the Sadducees that go out with big names and pride themselves in what they have studied by law. Because the words we speak unto you are spirit and life. We talk from the archives of eternity, and when we whisper the depths and the heights of the heart of God. It may be hard for the carnal man, But I tell you, it is for those that are discerned, those that have the gift of discernment. So the plan of God and the mind of God, the agenda of God is that a generation will be born where even the usher will be an evangelist. Because Jesus Christ said on his way to ascension, he said, go ye into all the world, and he says, and preach the gospel. And then he said, these signs shall follow them that believe. He said, in my name they shall cast out devils. He said, in my name they shall heal the sick. He said, in my name. So it is not a jurisdiction left for some, it is a jurisdiction for all. That if you believe, you carry the mantle of the apostolic, you carry the mantle of the prophetic. So a prophet can be born by his belief, a prophet can be born by his belief, an apostle can be born by his belief. The size of your heart is the size of your gift. What can you carry? So it is an also everyone out there. Don't limit yourself. Don't wait and say, I need to gather money to go and pay for one Bible school. I need to wait to join one church and then follow protocols. Oh God, if you have the giftings and you know that God has called you, go out there and prophesy. Go out there and preach the gospel. Go out there and save the lost. There is a generation waiting for an army. The Bible says the earliness is of the creation waiteth for the emergence of light. He said, the light shine in darkness, and darkness comprehended it not. Hey,
I'll sing